What's going on? I'm about to say something very, I guess, controversial because, it's gonna sound kind of stupid at first, but if you stay around, let me explain. I think it'll make a lot of sense to a lot of you. Now, this can be a little offensive to bandwagon Golden State fans, but if you're just a fan of the Golden State Warriors before they had Durant, before they had all this hype around them, then this should not offend you. You should be able to understand this because you're a fan, you're not a bandwagon. All right. Now here is where I have to say it. Get ready. The Golden State Warriors are overrated. Like I said, it might sound kind of dumb at first and you might be like, what is this guy talking about? So let me explain. When Golden State didn't have Kevin Durant, they went on a 73 win season, right? Or 72, I can't even remember. But they had this spectacular season, and they didn't have Kevin Durant at the time. Obviously, the competition was just, subpar compared to what it is now. But, they didn't have Kevin Durant. And last year, when they had Kevin Durant, I think for the first year, they didn't do as good. And, teams were not prepared for the Golden State Warriors with Kevin Durant at the time, right? Now it's a different story because, Houston has CP3 and LeBron is now on the Lakers. Melo is no longer on OKC. I'm sorry, if you're a Melo fan, but he's not the same player. Or at least he doesn't fit into the roles that have been set up for him. But that's not the topic. The topic is the Warriors being overrated. When you have 4 All-Stars and you're competing with teams that don't have 4 All-Stars, you should be able to dominate even more than when you only had 3 or 2 if you even count Draymond as that important, but it doesn't matter, right? You have 4 All-Stars and you cannot even reach 73 win record that you had previous to when the competition was fair. You know what I'm saying? Like, how is it that you have now a superior team and you still don't, I guess, look as dominant as you were supposed to? I guess what I'm trying to say is you have, now you have 5 All-Stars. Boogie barely came back, but you had 4. Why is it that, when you hear 4 All-Stars, you hear like 4 All-Stars, right? You hear like this kind of important piece, the superstar, and you have 4 on a single team. And I think they are the only ones that have 4 All-Stars in a single team, right? So if I told you before, you saw these Golden State Warriors, if I told you, in 2017 you're gonna have 4 All-Stars in one team, that would have blown your mind. You'd be like, oh my god, that sounds overpowered, right? Sounds like I'm not going to be able to defeat this team whatsoever. And in 2017, nobody could defeat the Warriors, but they were still underpowered, if that makes sense. Like, I would expect a 4 All-Star team to dominate the league entirely. I mean, like 100%. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't think you could beat this team if you did not have 4 All-Stars. And exactly what team other than the Warriors has 4 All-Stars? Now it's 5, but I'm talking before Boogie. So I guess, the point is that everybody fears the Warriors. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't. You should, because they have 5 All-Stars. But, I would think that with 5 All-Stars, you would be doing a little more than what they are actually doing. If that makes sense. Like, you have 5 superstars in one team. If you count Draymond as a superstar. But even if you don't, you have 4 superstars on a team. And if you say, Clay is streaky, don't disrespect the man. I mean, like, I would love to have Clay on my team. Alright? I'm sure anybody would like to have Clay on their team. So, all I'm saying is, how do you have that much talent and you still get beat? What we saw with the Nuggets, that is what I would expect to see every single game, because at the end of the day, they have 5 All-Stars. So, it's kind of crazy to me that you don't see that every night. So, definitely it is a kind of overrated team, if you ask me. Like, I don't know why they should be feared if they can't even play like they have 5 All-Stars on their team. With that being said, I'm not saying that they are trash or, that you should not be scared of them, because they will win another championship this year. There is no going around it. I mean, unless you want to pretend or lie to yourself that they're not going to win. I'm telling you right now, they're going to win another one. I don't personally dislike the Golden State Warriors. I don't like them, but I don't dislike them either. The only person I do dislike on that team is Kevin Durant, and that's because I think he did a bitch move. And the reason why I don't like him, or I didn't like that move, is because he is a superstar, and I think his presence is very important. I think he is the reason why the NBA is not as fun anymore. But that's just my little 2 cents. Leave a comment down below if you think I'm dumb, or if you think my argument makes sense. To recap, basically what I'm trying to say in the fewest words possible is, I expected the Warriors to blow out every single team in the NBA. And they have close games a lot of times, and other teams don't have 5 All-Stars, or 4. Even most of the teams don't even have like 2. But again, it is what it is. Let me know what y'all think. Like, comment, and subscribe if you care to. And and I'll leave a little PayPal link if you want to donate to me. But that's about it.